This is the new Gpro X Superlight from Logitech. It looks like the old Gpro, but there's a lot that's different here. So we're gonna go over all those changes and we're gonna see if this mouse can live up to the hype. All right, let's check it out. Hey guys, my name is Chad and today we're talking about the new Gpro Superlight. So this is a very premium product and it has a very premium price tag. It's coming in steep at $150, and that is if you can even get the mouse because it's almost always out of stock right now. So far this mouse is only available in matte finish with the black and white colorways, but I would imagine other colors are going to be coming later on. And when I saw the white one, I had to pick it up because it's just so clean. It's easily one of the best looking mice I've ever seen. The dimensions here are exactly the same as the original Gpro, 125 millimeters long, 63.5 wide, and 40 millimeters tall. Of course, the biggest difference here is the Superlight is rated for only 63 grams versus the 80 on the original Gpro. And I actually get 61 on my scale, and then if I take the bottom puck off, it only weighs 59 grams. So inside the box, you're gonna find the Superlight, and you're gonna find the wireless system here, which is the same as the original Gpro. It's the wireless adapter, the dongle, and the micro USB cable. And yes, it's still micro USB. And you're also gonna get an extra PTFE puck here, which is nice if you wanna swap that out with the stock foot. And they throw in some rubber side grips, which don't feel the greatest to me, but the mouse can get a little slippery sometimes if your hands are dry, so that might come in handy for some people. Logitech has the battery on the Superlight rated for 70 hours, which is definitely a nice upgrade over the 60 on the original Gpro, and the wireless connectivity has been flawless for me. There's really not much to say here. Logitech set the standard for wireless technology with the original Gpro, and it's no different here. It's been perfect. The shape of the Superlight is exactly the same as the original Gpro, so no new surprises there. It's really good for palm grip, claw grip, and fingertip grip. I wouldn't say it's quite as good for like a claw fingertip hybrid, but I think most people are going to be using one of those three main grips anyways, and if you do, it's going to be a pretty safe bet you'll find something that works and that's comfortable for you. The coating here is really nice, has a very premium comfortable feel to it. It isn't quite as slippery as the original Gpro was, and if your hands get sweaty at all, the mouse really sticks to your hands instead of slipping out of them. And if you have really dry hands, this mouse might be a little bit slick for you, and you might want to use the included rubber grips, but I think most people will be good to go as far as the coating is concerned. So for weighing only 63 grams, this mouse is extremely tough and the build quality is excellent. There's really no reason to be concerned about the structural integrity of this mouse. I've squeezed the crap out of it and I've tried my best to get it to creak or flex, and it just won't budge. When you grab onto this mouse, you can feel the build quality instantly, and it's really impressive. The only thing I can come up with on the entire mouse is that buttons 1 and 2 have a lot of side-to-side play, but I don't feel that in regular use. It's kind of one of those things that still bothers me though, especially on a $150 mouse. That being said, these are some of the best clicks I have ever felt. This mouse has the same 20mm Omron switches as the Model O, but these feel so much better. The clicks on the Model O are like spongy and slow compared to this. These are very crispy, precise, and they bounce back really fast. There is a tiny bit of pre-travel and more post-travel than anything, but like I said, they bounce back so fast and they're so light, it just doesn't bother me. And they feel just great overall. Easily one of my favorite things about this mouse are the clicks. The side buttons are a little bit weird for me. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with them. Mine have barely any pre-travel, but a ton of post-travel, and they take quite a bit of force to press. So if you have heavy hands and you press them, they might feel mushy to you. However, if you just press them light and quickly, it's not as bad. But overall, I think they're a little bit mushy and they could be a little bit more tactile. The scroll wheel here is very light and tactile. It feels amazing to scroll and to press down in game. Since I've had this mouse, I've been using it like for everyday stuff, and it's just so nice to use the scroll wheel. Also feels incredible in game. It's just gotta be one of the best I've used, if not the best. And it also has this cool white ring on the outside of the scroll wheel, so it gives it a little bit of pop and contrast when you look at the mouse from certain angles. And not only does it feel great, it looks great too. Okay, flipping the mouse over, the first thing that pops out here are the big PTFE feet, and these are a really big upgrade over the old Gpro's feet. Those were scratchy and kind of crappy, But that's not the case here. These are really smooth, especially once they break in, they feel great. Also, you can swap out the stock puck if you want to with the PTFE one, and it does create a little bit more drag, but I find that it kind of messes with the balance of the mouse as far as drag is concerned, and it doesn't feel quite as good in my hand, but you might prefer it. It's just kind of my personal preference. So as far as buttons go on the bottom of the mouse, there is only the power button. There's no DPI button or indicator here. If you want to change your DPI, you're gonna have to go to the software and do it there. And I think they did this just to keep the weight of the mouse down, I'm sure. And then also you've got the little cubby down here for your USB dongle. So if you want to travel somewhere, which you're probably not going to in 2021, let's be real, you can put your USB dongle down in the little cubby here, and then you won't lose it while you're traveling. So they got their new Hero sensor here, and it does 25,600 DPI, which is total overkill. I use 800 myself, and most of my friends play around there somewhere. But this mouse can do 1,000 hertz polling rate, 400 IPS, 40 Gs, acceleration force, all that good stuff. So definitely a very high-end sensor, nothing to worry about there. For me, the main thing to worry about is the cable that's included. You get one, yeah, it's micro USB, which a lot of people don't like. And I think it would have been smarter to put USB Type-C in here. One, because it is such an expensive mouse, and two, because you can get fast charging, so it's just more playtime, less charging. And I mean, realistically, you're not really gonna be caught having to play with this cable because the battery life is excellent. But if you do, you will very much so feel this cable. It's pretty heavy, and it kind of feels like a really good cable from 2017 or 2018, something like that. And I've got the Model O cable, and it is so much better than this Gpro's cable. It's kind of crazy. So I wish they put a better cable in here, but they didn't. What can you do? There's no RGB on this mouse. They got rid of that from the old Gpro, and they just put a silver G on here. They kept it clean, and it's all about the lightweight and performance, and I dig it. For me, that's the most impressive thing about this entire mouse is the lightweight of the mouse, and also how well the weight is balanced. So flick shots, like I'm talking huge flick shots, like over a foot, right, where you're swiping your arm like crazy. They are so fast and so accurate, the mouse stops on a dime. It is freaking insane, honestly. And then like little micro adjustments are super smooth and accurate, easy to do with this mouse. Pretty much any kind of aiming you're gonna be doing is probably going to feel better with a combination of really good feet, a really lightweight mouse, and then no cable. So using all of those things together, like I don't think I've ever seen that combo in a mouse before. That's why this is such a unique mouse, and it's so hyped up, and it's always sold out because it feels insane to play with, and there's just nothing else like it right now. I think this has to be the best mouse out in the entire world. It's absolutely nuts that, you know, Logitech didn't send me this mouse. I bought it, right? I'm not sponsored, no one's paying me. I just think this mouse is totally insane. So yeah, I hope you guys get to try it if you're looking for one. Hopefully you can pick one up. And if you found this video helpful, then give me a like and also subscribe, guys. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.